Hey Aquarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 26th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. At the heart of your reading, we have the King of Cups in reverse and the Moon at the bottom of the deck. You're anticipating having to contend with an immature man-child. You think, I'm stumbling onto this unknown path, I don't know what lies ahead. You have this sense that it's inevitable that you're going to run in face to face with someone who is, at worst, emotionally immature and has no self-awareness. They're not in touch with their own emotions. Sorry, did I say at best? At best, they're that way. At worst, they are emotionally manipulative, narcissistic, putting on the guise of loving qualities, loving behavior, but it's a false front to gain access to you, to take from you in some way or harm you in some way. When you see the moon here at the bottom of the deck, that tells me there's this sense of you feel like you're walking into the unknown, and this is what you have your guard up about. If you've recently met someone, you have someone new, and they seem like a potential love interest, I think you're projecting a lot onto them right now, and it's like guilty until proven innocent, sort of sussing them out. Your challenge is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who has been taken advantage of in the past. This is someone who is very nurturing and giving and supportive and sees what needs to be done and does it, or sees resources that are required in order to make someone more fulfilled and happier. So they are effusive with their supply of resources to others, to their own detriment, to a toxic level. And I think maybe you have shown yourself evidence of those qualities in the past. You recognize this pattern of behavior in you, and you're not sure whether that's just going to continue to attract takers. If you're an overgiver, does that mean that the only thing that's going to be energetically a match for that is an overtaker? Your focus is on shifting from that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I need to be super generous with my the food that I cook, or the things that I pay for, the presents that I buy you. Shift that from that perspective or approach to life or relationships to a more heart-centered approach. If you have genuine good feelings towards someone, doesn't take buying them a new shirt that you know they'll love, that they didn't ask for. Maybe you can just an act of service. I don't know, maybe it's like doing their laundry and pressing their favorite shirt and reminding them how cute you think they look in their favorite shirt. That's a really good shirt on you. There's some sort of shift here that allows you to express that loving nature. It's like you thought you were expressing your emotional positivity, but it was coming out in this toxic way. And you want to shift it to a more healthy expression of emotion. So you no longer attract that King of Cups in reverse. You know that in order to get a King of Cups in the upright, someone who's emotionally aware, self-aware, knows how to talk about their emotions, recognizes the importance of how you're feeling, and is aware of picking up on cues about how you're feeling. You want to attract the King of Cups in the upright, you have to be the Queen of Cups in the upright first, so that you're in an energetic match for that. And you know that, and you're working on it. In the recent past, we have Judgment in the upright, but then the Two of Swords in the reverse. It's an interesting combination because it's like a decision to revive something from the past, but either sticking to an old decision or saying no to something. The decision was no. If the decision to revive something from the past was no, the Judgment would be in the reverse. So I'm not sure exactly how to interpret this. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Tell me a bit more about this. Why is this the relevant part of the King of Cups in the reverse? Okay, so if there was a tendency to go against your decision and backtrack on a decision by letting someone come back into your life, then that's something that's no longer happening. Does that make sense? I think Spirit is highlighting this this pattern of, well, Aquarius, you know when you're making the right decision to break up with someone, but then for whatever reason, you're very easy to convince to give them another chance. When it comes to those Kings of Cups in reverse, you have a soft spot for letting them back in, or believing the best is possible, believing in the potential over everything else, not wanting to give up on all the time you've invested in a person. Whatever it is in your story, there's some sort of pattern of behavior where you don't stick to your guns when you know you've made the right choice. From your higher self perspective, one of the best things that can come from this season of your life is preparing for a major upgrade by aligning yourself with a more pure-hearted belief in the good that can happen. It's a letting go of whatever jadedness, the calluses that you've built up around your heart, before you can really shed the past and level up. You have to sort of let that part of your heart believe that good things are possible again. Six of Cups has this energy of like your first love, your childhood sweetheart. But the reason that's the stereotypical interpretation is because you loved that person without even knowing what heartbreak felt like. You didn't suspect them of wrongdoing because you'd never been hurt before. So you didn't expect them to do you wrong. If you have this pattern of opening up your heart to someone, letting them trample all over it, and developing these thicker and thicker calluses, eventually you stop believing that someone can be wonderful, that could even be a reciprocal exchange of emotion in a way that is pure and good and happy, beneficial to both people. So there's some sort of opportunity that Aquarius is going to have to soften the calluses around your heart and reconnect with that beautiful naivete that used to believe that wonderful things could happen to you. It's not always rose-tinted glasses when the view is rosy. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of like, something has to be wrong with this. Where am I being fooled? When there's nothing wrong with it. In the near future, we have the Ten of Cups. Really, really happy, joyful time in life. The Ten of Cups, implies togetherness. It's usually pictured with the happy couple and the kids. I think because that's the stereotypical manifestation of joy in life. Usually people are like, oh, the image of a solo person, or someone who's alone, is that they're lonely, that they wish they could have a partner, but something's wrong with them and they can't find someone. But that's just this societal imprint of what that means. Maybe for you, your Ten of Cups is having solitude, having sovereignty, building a life that's independent, where you can pursue your own individual dreams and passions and hobbies and interests. Doesn't mean that it has to fit this societal template for joy. But however your story evolves, it has you very happy with your environment, very satisfied, very enjoying the moments. Something's going to surprise you that you don't see coming, and I think it's going to be in the form of a message, someone reaching out to you. It has the energy of expressing interest in getting to know you better, spending time with you, whether that's a friendship or a romantic interest, I think hasn't been defined yet. And I don't think this person is like, well, if you're not romantically interested in me, then I don't want to get to know you. It seems like a very genuine energy of, you are super interesting to me. Can we do something together? It doesn't have to mean anything more than that right now. There's no strings attached there. Your hopes and fears, we have Justice in reverse. Part of this is not wanting to relitigate the past. There's things that you've accepted that will never be fair, and you've moved on from it. But if it shows up again, either in your psyche or with someone else coming back saying that we need to find resolution to this unfinished business, you don't see the need, you're not open to it, you're very resistant to that. And I think you're correct in that. It doesn't need to be resolved. It can remain unresolved. I think you're also concerned that there's no such thing as fair. That whatever you experience in life, you will always perceive it as imbalanced, and something will feel off about the world. Because life just isn't fair, right? And the resolution of all these energies is you accepting that there are going to be a lot of unknowns, but a willingness to walk the path no matter what. saying, okay, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I can't control all of the factors, but I am going to take the leap of faith and really put myself wholeheartedly into this journey. It'll be an opportunity of self-discovery. I'm getting that very strongly for Aquarius. And there's something to enjoy about that and appreciate about that, even though it's inherently risky because of the unknowns. Yeah, focus on everything that there is to learn. The Page of Pentacles, as advice, says, dive in, get your hands dirty, get busy experiencing this. Get hands-on with these new elements in your life. You learn by doing, by experiencing, and Spirit really wants you to have the experiences, learn those lessons, and I hate to put it that way, but I mean, that's what it is. Doesn't have to be in love. Ace of Cups in reverse. If you want to decline every love offer or not experience romance whatsoever, it doesn't have to be that. But it is life. It is no longer hiding away from the world, but experiencing the world in some way. So Aquarius, I hope that helped. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back tomorrow.